What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? And welcome to Casual Ball TV. So today we are talking about the man on my screen, the best running back in football for the last 2 to 3 years, Mr. Adrian Peterson. Apparently, Mr. Adrian Peterson's 2-year-old son was attacked by the boyfriend of his baby's mother. Now, you guys should already know where I'm going to go with this if you've watched a few of my videos, including the video called Recreational Sex and the video that I made previously. Here is another situation where a person has went into a lifelong commitment with an individual, and within 2 years, and probably less than 2 years, they have decided to go their separate ways. And I don't understand that. And for the life of me, I know there's going to be some people that'll look at this video and say, well, cash shit happens. Things happen. Well, shit like this should never happen. And hold on. Before I say this, I'm going to come back to this situation because what's happening in this situation is tragic. It makes no sense for a grown-ass man to beat on a little kid. But first, let me get this first part out of the way, and then I'll segue into the other shit. Alright? So just bear with me. Here's a situation where a man and a woman make a lifelong commitment. I don't give a damn what you say. When you have a child with someone, you have basically committed yourself to that person for the rest of your life. And legally, at least 18 years. This child is 2 years old. And God knows how much time it was between the conception of this child and Adrian Peterson and this woman not being together, because this woman feels comfortable enough to bring another man around the child. Now, you don't know the moral standards of this woman. You don't. She could be an absolute asshole. She could have brought a man around this child within 3 months. But most moms will wait 6 months to a year before they bring a man around their child. That's the way most women will do it. So, you have a woman and a man that laid down, made a child, and then a year later decide that they don't want to be with each other. How does that happen? How does it happen? How does that work? If you are going, if you're okay with making her a mother, why the fuck aren't you okay with making a lifelong commitment to this woman and making her your wife? And that way, you don't have strange-ass men coming around your child. If you've never checked out my song called Stepchild that I made about this bastard that my mom was in a relationship with called Jesse, that link is in the description. Being a stepchild was the worst part of my fucking life because he treated us like shit and he stole shit from us. Why? Because my mom was with a man who wanted her but didn't want us. Didn't want shit to do with us. And she couldn't see through that because she was too much in love. And he's treating us like absolute shit, stealing our shit, selling our shit like that. Stop letting men come around your child. If it's okay to make her a baby mama, make sure that you're okay with making her a fucking wife. What part of that doesn't this fucking generation get? What part? You're going to be with her through 18 years anyway. She's going to be with you for 18 fucking years at least. So if you're going to have sex with someone, make damn sure it's someone that you can respect and you can love and can be there for you and you can be there for her. It makes no sense to have a child with someone that you can't be with, that you don't see yourself having a future with. At least not fucking 2 years later. I can see if this child was fucking 15 and they say, you know what, we've been together 15 years, this shit is not working, man. It's not working. But a 2-year-old, a newborn baby, that's supposed to be the happiest time of a couple's life. When you have a newborn child, you guys are supposed to be smiling, walking around, taking family pictures, not having some other motherfucker come over and beat the fuck out of your child. Now, back to this. And I know I don't know the whole situation. I know I'm speculating and shit like that, but this is just my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, turn me the fuck off. Alright? Now, Let me calm down. Back to the fucking situation. And my wife is in the background cursing the fuck out right now. Whatever, Kim.
Get out.
Whatever. Alright, now, back to the situation. Listen. Listen, men. Listen, fathers. When another man comes around your child, there is a good chance that he doesn't give a fuck about your child and will mistreat your child. It is time for us as men to take every single precaution we can to make sure that our children are safe. And the best way to do that is for us to be there, for us to take part in the nurturing process. We are not animals where we can make a child and haul ass. It is our responsibility to make sure that the next generation grows up healthy, safe, and strong. And the best way to do that is for us to be there and be a part of their lives and take part in everything. To be there for that doctor's appointment, to be there for that field day, to be there for that parent-teacher meeting, to be there for that discipline, to be there when it's time to discuss the birds and bees, to be there, to show them why college matters, to show them the value of $1. And too many fathers are missing out on this. And that's why the next generation of kids is growing up devoid of any moral standards. We got to change it. Adrian, man, I feel sorry for you, but you got to be there. Why the hell did you have a child with a woman and then 2 years later you're not with her anymore? And probably, like I said, it's probably less than that. It's probably more like a year. She still has baby weight and she's out trying to find another man. How does that happen? Anyway, that is my video for this. Dude, whoever beat this child, I hope they find you. I hope they put you in a locked room with Adrian for like an hour and just let him beat the shit out of you. And then drop you in the middle of one of the worst prisons in the country. So you can get the shit beat out of you for at least 20 to 25 years. Because this child is not even responding right now. And you know what a prison guard should do? He should take a picture of you, tape it up around the prison, telling people what you did. Inside your cell, there should be a picture of you in a frame that says, kick this man's ass. Kick his ass. When he's eating lunch, kick his ass. When he wants to exercise, kick his ass. When he goes to take a shower, kick his ass. When he sits down on the toilet, kick his ass. I can make a song about this shit. When he pulls up his pants, you should kick his ass. When he steps out the room, you should kick his ass. When he goes to take a shit, you should kick his ass. When he goes to get some commissary, kick his ass. Alright, I'm done.